like next to introduce Dino, our second speaker for the graduating senior class of fall 2011. Dino has completed degrees in biochemistry and in chemistry. Among his awards at ECU have been the Charles Bland Scholarship, the Alumni Association Scholarship, the Michael Bunting Scholarship, the Franklin Kaiser Scholarship, and we'll stop there because it's a long list. He's a leader and committed to service, and he served as the chair of the Dean's Student Leadership Council, the president of Phi Beta Sigma National Honor Society, and to balance things out, president of the ECU ski and snowboard team, leading the team to first place in the regional competition. Beyond his interests in science and athletics, Dino is a portrait artist, winning competitions at both the state and even the national level. In biology, Dino has served as an undergraduate teaching assistant for the AmeriCorps program's Project Heart. He's been an extremely successful undergraduate researcher, almost a poster child for us for really success in that endeavor. Dino worked with Dr. Carol Goodwillie, extracting DNA from soil collected at ECU's West Research Campus to determine the effect of nutrient availability and disturbance on the diversity and composition of the bacterial community at a wetland site. He also found time to work with Brody's Dr. George Sagunas on 2 different projects, more biomedical in nature. Dino plans to either attend medical school or study toward a PhD in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a talented and remarkably well-rounded student, Dino Knight.
Hello. So, how about that ride in? I guess that's why we call it G-Vegas. Also known as Pirate Nation. Faculty, administration, family members, friends, fellow graduates, and anyone else wondering who planned for this to be at 8 o'clock on Friday. I'm honored to stand before you and speak on behalf of my graduating class. Before coming to East Carolina, I knew that I wanted to enter a university pursuing a science degree. I had a passion for science. I entered ECU as a biochemistry and chemistry major, but I'd never taken a chemistry class before. You're probably asking, what was I thinking? However, after 2 successful semesters, one of my professors, Dr. Christensen, asked me if I wanted to work in his research lab. At first, I was excited. However, I quickly became reluctant because I remember Dr. Christensen telling us in class how every real laboratory has a chemical in it which could kill a human within 10 seconds. Not wanting to meet an injury or an untimely death, I regrettably answered no to his offer. But after taking genetics my sophomore year, Dr. Goodwillie approached me wondering if I wanted to work in her lab. During her class, she informed us about her research topic, which was essentially pollinating little purple and white flowers, which were native to California. I decided to take her up on the offer in hopes that maybe one day I get to go to California and pick these pretty little purple and white flowers. It seemed like a much better deal than working in a lab filled with these chemicals. However, much to my dismay, when I began researching, I learned that every lab was filled with these life-threatening chemicals. That was one important lesson that the biology department taught me early on. I also never got to pick flowers with Dr. Goodwillie. Instead, I collected dirt and performed various analyses on those samples. Carrying on into my junior year, I continued to learn more valuable lessons from my professors. One day, in the biochemistry class, Dr. Hager was lecturing. The fire alarm went off, and I know what you're thinking, we get out of class early. We all thought the same, but that was not the case. Instead, he grabbed a portable dry erase board and some markers and instructed us to follow him outside. Dr. Hager set up this classroom outside and continued to teach us purine synthesis as we stood holding our notebooks. In addition to the looks we got from other students approaching Wright Plaza, we all thought, this man may be a little crazy. But no, I realized that Dr. Hager was just doing what he really loved, teaching biochemistry, especially purine synthesis. We're in a generation of technological advances, many of which we can't imagine daily life without. Apple is no longer just a fruit. Even phones have intelligence. Synthetic genome and Facebooking. Many of you are probably posting pictures right now. Even though the technological advances that were made were frowned upon initially, today and in the future, they will shape our thinking and is essential in sharing of ideas. Solving the tough world problems will be dependent on the advancement of science and technology, and we will have an opportunity to be integral in research and development that will push us forward. I hope that we leave as graduates of this biology department pursuing what it is that we love most. Whether that's seeking a higher education, going straight into the workforce, retaking the MCAT, whatever your future may hold. I hope you take each of the lessons you've learned in the last 4 or 5 years here at ECU with you. With the knowledge from these lessons, I challenge you to face the future and the challenges it presents to you and pursue your dreams. But before you embark on your future, let's not forget why we're here tonight, to graduate and celebrate. Thanks, and go Pirates.